Okay, we all love a good snow day, right? Until the power goes out. Suddenly, that beautiful winter wonderland outside becomes a very real problem. So today, we're going to cut right through all the noise and give you a simple, straightforward guide to make sure you and your family are safe and warm when that next big storm hits.
So, why is this so important, especially right now? Well, get this. According to the folks who keep an eye on our electric grid, two-thirds of Americans are likely to face a power outage this year. Just let that sink in. That means there's a really, really good chance your lights are going to go out. And look, in the middle of winter, losing your heat and power isn't just a hassle, it can be genuinely life-threatening.
But here's the good news. Getting yourself ready doesn't have to be this huge, overwhelming project. It really just boils down to a simple framework, three key pillars of preparedness. If you just focus on these three things, I promise you'll be in fantastic shape. All right, first up is pillar number one, your kit. This is all about the physical stuff, the supplies you're going to need to have right there with you to get through a few days without power or a trip to the grocery store. The easiest way to think about your kit is to just break it down. Instead of staring at some intimidating, super long checklist, just focus on these three simple categories: what you need to eat and drink, what you need to stay warm, and what you need for light and, of course, safety. So for food and water, the basics are absolutely key. You want food that doesn't need any cooking or refrigeration. And the golden rule for water is 1 gallon per person per day. Half of that is for drinking, the other half is for sanitation. And please do not forget the manual can opener. A little pro tip for you, having some disposable plates means you're not trying to wash dishes in a freezing cold house with no running water. Okay, listen up because this one is so, so important. That battery-powered carbon monoxide detector. If you're planning to use any kind of alternative heat source, like a propane heater or maybe even your gas stove for a little bit of cooking, this is absolutely non-negotiable. It's an invisible, odorless gas that can be fatal. This little device is a literal lifesaver. And of course, layers of clothing and warm blankets, especially wool because it insulates even when it's damp, are going to be your best friends. And you got to remember, your preparedness kit isn't just for your house. You need one for your car, too. Think of it like this. Your home kit is for hunkering down and sheltering in place. But your vehicle kit? That's for self-rescue. Things like a shovel, some sand or kitty litter for traction, jumper cables, all that stuff can be the difference between a small inconvenience and being stranded in a really dangerous situation. Okay, so you've got your supplies sorted. Now we can move on to pillar number two, your plan. Because, having all the right gear is only half the battle. Knowing what you're actually going to do when the storm hits is just as critical. So just take a second here and honestly ask yourself this question. If the power went out right now and was going to be out for 3 days, what's the plan? Who does what? Where would you meet if you got separated? If you're kind of drawing a blank, don't worry. That's exactly what we're about to figure out. A really good plan, it covers communication first and foremost. Everyone in your home should know where to meet and have a list of emergency contacts actually written down. Because let's face it, your phone might die. And hey, don't forget your pets. You also want to know ahead of time where the local warming centers are and maybe make a quick plan to check on neighbors who might need a little extra help. Your plan should definitely include protecting your home, too. A burst pipe can cause thousands of dollars in damage. Simple things like wrapping some insulation around pipes in your basement or letting a faucet drip just a tiny bit keeps that water moving and makes it way harder to freeze. And knowing how to shut off your water main, that's a skill every single homeowner should have. Okay, on to our final pillar. You've got your kit, you've got your plan, now you need to stay informed and safe. This is all about situational awareness, understanding what the official alerts actually mean, and knowing how to spot and react to serious cold weather health risks. This is a distinction that absolutely everyone needs to know. A winter storm watch means, hey, get ready. The conditions are right for a storm, so it's time to double-check your kit and go over your plan. A winter storm warning means, okay, take action now. A dangerous storm is either happening or it's about to. This is when you shelter in place and stay off the roads. Now, when it comes to safety, you really need to be able to recognize frostbite. It's way more than just being cold. It's the actual freezing of your skin and tissues. So you want to look for numbness and skin that looks kind of waxy or discolored. The key is to get to a warm place and warm that area up slowly, and never, ever rub frostbitten skin. Even more dangerous is hypothermia. This is when your body's core temperature drops to a life-threatening level. Really intense shivering is an early sign, but as it gets worse, you might see confusion, exhaustion, or even drowsiness.
The most crucial point here is that hypothermia is a medical emergency. You need to call 911 immediately.
So there you have it. That's the framework. See, it's not about being some hardcore survivalist. It's just about taking simple, logical steps to keep yourself and your family safe. Let's just put it all together one last time. So just remember this path to readiness. It's as simple as this. Get your kit, make your plan, and stay informed. That's it. That's the whole ballgame. And that brings us to the final and honestly the most important thought. Don't try to do everything all at once. Just ask yourself this. What is the single smallest step you can take today to get started? Maybe it's just buying an extra case of water on your next grocery run, or sending a quick text to your family to pick a meeting spot. Whatever it is, take that one small step now. Stay safe out there.